Should you use the reach objective or should you use the conversions objective, especially if you're in e-commerce? These are some of the questions that hopefully you will get some answers, and if not, some food for thought. In today's video, I'm going to discuss this and even whether you should even bother advertising on Facebook anymore. So let's get into it. Hello there, you 560 odd wonderful subscribers. I really appreciate your support. I'm Rod. I'm the founder of Rod Bland Agency. If you haven't met me before, nice to meet you virtually. We help people create, set up, and optimize Facebook and Instagram advertising campaigns. And in fact, we help people optimize their entire business so that those campaigns do perform well. So in today's video, I'm going to talk about the differences between the conversion objective and the reach objective, because there's been a lot of talk by experts, and I know I've called myself an expert at one stage. I'd rather the term student of the game these days, but a lot of experts have talked about the fact that conversion campaigns was always the way to go with e-commerce, and there's been more recent information that suggests that perhaps reach campaigns are better. I've decided to put this video together just to show one particular example of where we've tested this out with one of our clients to see whether the conversion campaign or the reach campaign actually works better. And you may be surprised by the results as well. Now, I'm not going to show you how to set up a conversion campaign or a reach campaign because I've already got videos for that, and I'll link to those in the description. I'm just going to show you the results that we got from each particular campaign type that we tested to show you the difference in performance that we got from each one. From that, you can decide whether it's something that you want to try out for yourself, whether it's something that you want to test, or whether you want to go one way or the other. So let's jump on the computer. And firstly, I'm going to have a look at a test that we did with a reach campaign for a client, and I'll show you some of the results that we got. So here we are in the Facebook Ads Manager, and this is the results from our reach campaign. So we used a warm audience here, which is all website visitors, last 180 days, all Instagram engagers, 365 days, all Facebook ad engagers for 365 days, and the client's entire mailing list. So as you can see, we've got 34 purchases. We spent about $820, with almost $27,000 in purchases from that, 33 times return on ad spend. Seems like a really great result, right? However, we're used to getting really great results with this particular client. So we didn't take this as an indication that, well, the reach campaign is really great. We still wanted to run a conversion campaign and make a comparison. So we kept everything the same. We kept the same copy. We kept the same creative, the same audience. But as you'll see in a second, we didn't run the conversion campaign for the same period of time because we got some pretty conclusive results early on. So here's the conversion campaign. We ran this one for, well, it's been running for about 21 days. We've had 31 purchases. We've had almost $24,000 in sales, and the return on ad spend is 60. So it's almost double. At the same time, the cost of purchase is about half what it was with the other ad, as you would expect. If we visualize the data from each of the campaigns in a table like this, we can see where the differences are. The first thing I'll point out is that we did run the reach campaign for a lot longer than the conversion campaign because it's still running at the moment. However, the main thing is that the return on ad spend from the conversion campaign was slightly more than 60 times versus around about 33 times from the reach campaign. And the cost per purchase was $12.72 per purchase versus $24 from the reach campaign. Big difference. I think it just illustrates that the Facebook algorithm is still able to do a good job with finding people who are more likely to purchase from a warm audience that consists of your website visitors, your mailing list, your Facebook ad engagers, your Instagram engagers. It's able to figure out who out of those people are the ones who are more likely to purchase and do a much better job with your advertising spend than just simply showing your ads to all of the people in those warm audiences and making a broad assumption that everyone is equally likely to buy. Does this mean that you should only run conversion campaigns, especially for e-commerce? The answer to that is that depends on what your testing proves out. I would still test this. So when I say test, I mean test it with a reasonable budget and test it for a reasonable period of time. So with this particular one, we tested the reach campaign for almost 50 days. We've only been running the conversion campaign for 21, but already the results are very conclusive. So I think the same applies for you, is to test each one and test it over a period of time. Don't change any variables at all, except for the conversion objective. Keep the copy the same, keep the creative the same, keep the audience the same. Try to use the same period of time as well, even though I haven't used that in my particular example. Then compare the results from the two and decide what to do after that. So that's it for today's video. I'm trying to keep these short and sweet so that they're informative, but I really am interested in what you want to see, what you want me to cover, what you'd like me to teach you. You can always do that by leaving a comment in the comment section below, and I'll certainly do my best to try to cover any questions that you might have in future editions here on my channel or on my podcast, wherever you might be listening. Once again, I really appreciate your support. You can show that by clicking the like button or clicking subscribe. And if you are looking for help with optimizing your Facebook and Instagram advertising campaigns, or you're just wanting to get started, or you're just wanting to improve things in your e-commerce business and you're not sure where to go, you can do with the help from someone who's a student of the game. Not really an expert, but I've been doing it for about 18 years. So I have learned a thing or two along the way. You can click a link in the video description below to book a time in my calendar. You can have a chat with myself, and we can talk about what you want to do in your business, how things work with us, what our pricing is, and just see if we might be a good fit. And who knows, we may end up working together. Wouldn't that be amazing? That's all for this video, and I'll catch you in the next one.